Coming up on Mountain News this morning, 4 children have now been found dead after a horse and buggy accident in Bath County. And expanded testing is helping health officials get a better picture of how many COVID-19 cases are here in eastern Kentucky. Plus, only 8 Kentucky counties have not yet confirmed a case of COVID-19. We talked with them about the safety measures they have in place.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 5 o'clock on Thursday, April the 30th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Well, yesterday, after about noon or so for much of eastern Kentucky, it was a washout. We're hoping for brighter things ahead on this Thursday, so let's bring Brandon Robinson in. He's at his home. And Brandon, what can we expect on this Friday Eve?
Well, Will, I hate to disappoint you, but no brighter days ahead today or possibly even tomorrow. But by the weekend, much improved. Let's take a look at the forecast. I'm starting to feel like Bill Murray again in Groundhog Day because you look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, it's almost a carbon copy of yesterday morning. So we're going to continue to see those scattered showers across parts of the region. Visibility, a little bit of a hit there this morning in some areas down toward Jonesville there along the border. So some patchy dense fog. Be careful of that as you head out the door. Temperatures hovering right around 50, and that's basically they're going to stay all morning long. We're not going to see a whole lot in the way of movement there, and we won't see a whole lot in the way of movement all day long today. Normal day on the coffee meter, so just make sure you have some because it's going to be a dreary, overcast day. Last day of April. Hopefully we can get the April showers out of here and get way to some May sunshine. But today, it's basically the same thing. Scattered showers off and on throughout the day, mostly cloudy skies, and temperatures only getting into the mid-50s. Will?
All righty, Brandon, not a good look for the last day of April. Thank you. Well, 4 children have now been found dead after a horse and buggy carrying 6 members of an Amish family overturned in floodwaters yesterday in Bath County. Search and rescue crews from multiple departments were called to the scene. It's near Adams Road, just north of Interstate 64. Troopers say the family was trying to cross a flooded road when it happened.
And as they started into the water, they noticed that it was getting deeper than what they thought. As they tried to back the buggy up, the horse lost its footing, causing it to go into the water and overturning the buggy.
Dozens of agencies are still out this morning looking for the final missing child. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office says 2 people were killed in a crash yesterday afternoon. It happened on West Cumberland Gap Parkway. The Sheriff's Office says 82-year-old Joy Lee and 78-year-old Georgia Butler were killed. Investigators say the crash happened when one of the cars pulled out of a parking lot. Meanwhile, Governor Beshear announced 184 new cases of COVID-19 last night and 10 new deaths. In total, more than 4,500 people have tested positive for the virus in Kentucky. The death toll now sits at 235, and more than 1,600 people have recovered. Well, a large part of the governor's news conference last night was announcing when some businesses could reopen. The governor unveiled his 3-week plan for phase 1. We put this graphic the governor has provided to us. Starting on May 11th, manufacturing, construction, vehicle dealerships, that includes boating dealerships, professional services, horse racing with no fans, and dog grooming businesses can reopen. Then on May 20th, retail businesses may reopen along with houses of worship. Phase 1 ends on May 25th by allowing 10-person social gatherings, barbers, salons, cosmetology businesses, and similar services to open. The governor mentioned restaurants, gyms, movie theaters, campgrounds, summer camps, daycares, and public pools are not in phase 1 and cannot reopen yet. Well, expanded testing is helping health officials get a better picture of how many COVID cases are here in eastern Kentucky. Testing at Primary Care Center here in Hazard helped them identify 9 new cases from testing on Monday, 7 of them alone in Perry County. And the ages range from a teenager to someone in their 70s. They urge everyone to get tested. Well, the Pike County Health Department announced 3 new cases yesterday, bringing the county's total of confirmed COVID-19 cases to 20. A 24-year-old woman, a 25-year-old woman, and a 47-year-old male are all recovering at home. Public Health Director Tammy Riley says anyone who picked up food from Bank 253 in Pikeville on Saturday should self-monitor. And though the restaurant has now closed its doors until further notice, Riley says supporting local restaurants is still safe.
I really want to emphasize, experts all agree that curbside service and exposure through food, the risk is so low. I mean, there is a reason why drive-thrus across America remain open.
Riley says the county has done well in following guidelines, but says now is not the time to let your guard down. Well, the number is 8. That's how many Kentucky counties have not yet confirmed a case of COVID-19. That includes Estill County. Judge Executive Donnie Watson credits social distancing and folks following CDC guidelines. He says the county does have plans if someone does test positive. Right now, widespread testing is not available in Estill County, but even though testing is limited, people who are showing symptoms still have options.
The ones that are being tested are going to Richmond, most of them. The health department can do tests, and possibly the hospital do a few.
Now, 89 people have been tested so far in Estill County. 87 have come back negative. The results for 2 tests are still pending. Harlan County also does not have any reported cases right now. As we mentioned yesterday, people who would like to get tested can call Dr. Abdul Dahan's office. They urge you to call first because they have had some difficulty getting enough tests. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we'll show you how Hazard Community and Technical College is using their 3D printers to help those on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic.
And unfortunately for us, chances for rain will continue in scattered form as we wrap up April. I'll track them out for you in about 3 minutes.